Hey Anthony, so I'm inside of your build here. Nice garbage cans, fence for the street. The road paint may be too thick, but I think we can deal with it. Nice little guardrail. Got the ocean going. Looks like you got the major part of the structures made. I think what you might need to focus on next would be some of the extra little bits and pieces like columns or basically set dressing stuff to make this place just a little bit more interesting. But I like the progress that I see here. Very nicely done. Yeah, looks like a nice little seaside theater area. The grass is nice and swaying in the wind. Very cool. All right, yeah, just some set dressing to spice it up and maybe a little bit of consideration for the lighting. And you'll have a nice little scene here. So I'm already liking this model a lot more than the last car one. Looks like you're really keeping track of your edge flow here. Pretty cool. And areas right here, we have like a ridge along the car line right here. It seems like these edges are too close together and it's making a ridge. Let's bring in some of our sculpt tools. These should be familiar. They're kind of like the ones found in Mudbox. And if you double click the tool over here, it'll bring this up. And I got the relax tool selected. And I'm going to give it a strength of 10. And notice how I'm kind of coming in, and I want to just relax the edge flow of these lines here. See how this edge is just doesn't flow right, but now it kind of has more of an organic flow to it. But if you look at it from here, we can still see that it's off a little bit. So if you want to get really nice organic modeling, you have to consider the directions and the ways that your edges are flowing. They can't be all crinkly like that. And, maybe start out by having less edges. And then that way you have less that can go wrong with your sculpting. And just really start focusing on the silhouettes. Let's grab that relax tool again. Really start focusing on the silhouettes here. See the relaxed. I'm just going over that edge flow and it's already kind of cleaning it up. Let's grab that again. And then you're just going to have to go back in and touch up verts by hand. And our wheel is already starting to look a lot better, our wheel well. So don't be afraid to use some of the sculpting tools found inside of Maya to help with this. There's that one. And then now that one's a little bit better taken care of, you can insert the edge loop and pull it out. And now we're getting a better shape to the car, right? The most important thing is you just got to come in and look at your edge flow. See how it juts out suddenly right there? You just got to go in and fix that stuff because that's what determines how good your sub D actually smooths out to. Same thing with these verts right there. See how they are sticking out? Now that I push them in a little bit. And overall, we're already starting to get a much better looking model. So that's my biggest advice I have for you is really go in and consider the flow of these edges and how the verts all flow with these edge loops. Your verts are everything. And remember, the closer your edges are together, the more creased your model becomes. So what you can do is, the slide edge tool is really nice. So I select the edges I want to slide, shift, right click, slide edges. And you can use this to kind of start spacing out your edges here, and then you can continue to work on it from there. And the reason we want the slide edge tool is because you already have a silhouette going. Notice how it kind of keeps that shape going. Otherwise, it'd just be moving the edge. But you might have to do a combination of both. All right, so yeah, that's my biggest advice I have for you right now is just make sure you get your silhouette nailed. Of course, you can put in some support edge loops to preview what it might look like. But for right now, you just want to focus on getting these edge loops perfectly situated. And it's just going to take a lot of finagling. The trick is look at an edge from one angle, get it to all flow nicely. See this edge loop is still a little shaky. And then look at it from, the front. So always adjust from two different angles, and that'll usually get you the results you want from two different perspectives. But the overall topology is nice and quadded out, so I can appreciate that. Just needs a little bit more refinement with the methods I just showed you. Thanks.